So this will be fun. I take a verse from Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, very ancient book. It turned my life around. Back in 1972, I was young, enthusiastic, and now the body is, to tell you the truth, 73, and it is not always fun. I had the theoretical concept of old age. Now I get a clear understanding by experience. That it's not the same. I take a verse from Bhagavad Gita. In the whole second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, there's a precise description given of soul. In Western countries, even Western religiosity, there's not a defined concept of soul. People in Western countries think they are the body and they have a soul. Whereas the truth is that we are the soul and we have a body. The body is like a shirt. Soul can never die, najayate mriyate vakadache, as it says in Bhagavad Gita, no birth, no death. Never was a time, Krishna says to Arjuna, that I do not exist, nor you. We are parts of God, whether we call God now Krishna or Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Brahma. That is not so relevant, because in every country the sun has a different name, but we all know the sun is one. So names are interchangeable. And so Krishna, oops, this is wrong direction. Krishna explains very clearly the nature of the soul. And we start this verse, Bhumya aponaruvayu kamanubuli evacha. Ahankara itiyame bina prakriti ashtada. So the gross body, this is the body we can see and touch, smell. And this is our car in which we live. It is called Stula Sharira in Sanskrit, and is made basically out of 5 basic elements like earth, water, fire, air, ether. Ether is a super fine, subtle element. Just like, for example, the human being and all mammals, we travel, the medium for us to go from one place to another is the earth. Right? If there's no earth, if I suspend you, you cannot walk. You need the earth. For the fishes, it is water, or ships. Water. Then earth, water, fire. And even in fire, there are living beings, like Surya, the predominating deity of the sun, is living in the sun. Agni, in Indian thought, the fire god, he lives in fire. It's on a different dimension. You can understand the universe only if you understand multidimensionality. They're not just 3 dimensions, there are more dimensions. For example, you want to meet somebody here in this place, right? And he's looking for you in the restaurant. He can't find you. He calls, where are you? So I'm in the same place. So geographically, you're in exactly the same place. But you will not find each other because one is downstairs and the other one is in the 5th floor. He's in the 3rd dimension. You see? It's a very simple example. So in the same way, there are almost unlimited dimensions. and Krishna is the Lord of every dimension. So, for example, in Rasa dance, a particular kind of dance, none of the gopis could see that Krishna was dancing with another gopi, because it was in different dimensions. Or when you go to Kailash, Mount Kailash in Tibet, what you see, it's an unhospitable mountain with snow. It's very beautiful. But according to the Vedas, Lord Shiva is living there under a gigantic banyan tree, hundreds of miles high and wide, and surrounded by celestial beings, and there's gardens and beautiful animals and swans and everything. But it's in a different dimension. It's in the same geography. It's in a complete different dimension to which we do not have access. You know, there's so many dimensions we don't have access to it. We are conditioned by 3 dimensions. And there are so many examples in Vedic scriptures of multidimensionality. I could give a whole lecture on that, just to get an idea of multidimensionality. We are conditioned to 3 dimensions, that's all. You know? And anyways, this is our body. Earth, water, fire, ether. Fire, air, this is a medium for birds and planes to move. And then there's ether. Ether is an element, it's also called space, in which radio waves can travel. If there would be no ether in outer space, then we would get no radio connection between the space station and the Earth. The element is ether. You know, the Earth is the element for mammals, you know, the air for the birds, etc. So this is a body, Bhumi Apnanavi. Now comes the next element, and that is the mind. Manasarira, mind. Mind is our emotional life is in the mind. Like sometimes we feel good, sometimes we feel less good. Everybody, I think everybody can relate to it. You know, sometimes, who is sometimes feeling good and sometimes less good? You see, look around, you're not alone. You can't say anymore, I'm my poor little me, it's everybody. It's going like this, like a sinus curve, you know, going up and down. And it's like summer and winter season, it's described in Bhagavad Gita. Matas Prashastu Kauntya, Shitoshna Sukha Dukkha, the temporary appearance of happiness and distress occur like summer and winter season. So that's where you have it, you know. Then you have intelligence. This is this. Intelligence means rational life. Like, for example, 1 + 1 is 2. Let's see. Never mind you feel good or bad, 1 + 1 is 2. Right? And 2 + 2 is 4. And your ideas of any kind of science or philosophy, that's all here. And is not affected by the motions of the mind. Mind changes all the time. That's what you have understood. You understand. The Irish Times is a magazine, newspaper, and our tea shop is such and such, and I'm living in Ireland, in the city of Dublin. It's all, these are informations and the intelligence of a living being. This is false ego, not the real ego. The real ego is the soul, that's you. So the false ego is that you think yourself to be Irish or a Catholic or Protestant or Hindu or Muslim, black or white, German, Russian, or whatever. It's false ego. It's a false conception of self. And this is the soul. Earth, water, fire, air, mind, intelligence, and then there's the soul. Let's go. Yeah, there it goes. Now, to demonstrate this practically, here's a body, you sleep. You want to go, you need to go to the university tomorrow at 9 o'clock. You have to wake up at 6. So you set the bell. This is all intelligent thinking. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock, in the university, 6 o'clock. So the bell rings, the body wakes up, and so the mind, the body says, come on, it's too early, you're tired. 5 minutes. The mind says, yes, 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 I don't feel like getting up. The mind and the body is always together, you know. Mind is saying it doesn't feel good, the body says, I'm tired, come on. Intelligence said, no, you have to go. Then this body says, come on, Prithu, take it easy, take it as it comes, you know, not right now, you know, I mean, give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Mind says, yes, yes, yes. Intelligence says, all right. And you wake up 2 hours later. It's something we always see, that the mind and the mind and the mind and the intelligence, the mind and the body, they're in cahoot, they work together, you know. You come home and it's late and you smell through the body, there's a nice smell here. You go to the fridge, pizza, exactly what I was looking for. The body immediately says, come on, you eat a piece, you know, at least one piece, maybe two. Mind says, yes, it feels so good, come on, eat two. Intelligence says, it's too late, if you now eat pizza, you can't sleep properly, you won't get out of bed. And so you have this argument in yourself, every one of us, between the body and the mind. You know, the body wants to just eat, sleep, have sex, enjoy himself. The senses, you know, means the tongue, the ear, the nose, the eye, what else? Sense of touch. You know, we like to touch things. Somebody likes to touch his girlfriend. That's the sense of touch. We like to smell things good, and we like to eat things, and this is all here, and the mind is how it feels. You know, pizza, you feel good. If you're on a hot day, you eat a nice glass of chocolate ice cream with whipped cream on top, you feel good, right? So that's, we have to understand these two, the mind and the senses. Once you get this clear, you can understand every little situation in life where you're torn between these two poles, you know, that if you want to achieve something, like say for example, wants to be the 10,000-yard champion, you have to control with your intelligence, your mind, and your body. Because the body will complain after 5 times wrong. Mind will complain, say, come on, you trained enough, go home, take it easy. Intelligence will say, no, no way, you're going to train. And so any achievement in this world means that the intelligence is able to control the mind and the senses. In the spiritual realm, the same. It's just a matter of controlling the mind and senses via intelligence. It's a very simple thing. And this is the fourth figure now, what happens. Say, for example, what happens when we dream. And are you flying in your dreams sometimes? Who's flying? Yes, you see? Now, you see, this is what happens. It's very simple. The body lies in bed, and here we go. You fly in your subtle body. It's very simple. Once you understand, you fly your soul, and you fly here and there. Sometimes I fly through a house, the doors open, the other side out. I feel like Batman, you know. It feels so good. Now I can fly, you know. And then you come down, you wake up and say, oh, this was just a dream. Too bad. So this is exactly what happens. With your mind, you travel. You know, wherever the mind is, you go, you know. Then we bought this property in the lakes of Vermont a long time ago. You know, there's an island, Krishna Island. And while we were in negotiation through a lawyer, we couldn't go there. So I was curious to go, but I didn't want to let on who's buying. Very simple. It was a Brit there, a British person. And so at night I couldn't resist. It took so long. So at night I flew, you know, into this place, and I flew into the house.